Hello, I am Tatocat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Last time we decided to help Natsuki with the bear that we know we will inevitably never ever see. I'm going to turn the sound volume down a little bit. Give me a second. Just a little bit. Alright. That's pretty much where we left off. Alright, let's get started. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind because you're you. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait. You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. I could have a guy over my house. But it's okay for you to go by yourself to a guy's house? You don't even know if his parents are there. Isn't that worse? My dad would kill me. Again, isn't this way worse? Like, my dad probably, at this age, well, at that age, would have preferred me to have the guy over so, you know, he can do that weird thing where he sits in the chair with, like, cleaning a shotgun or something. You know, it'd be intimidating. It's better to see the threat than to have your poor, innocent daughter out there at some guy's house and you'd have no control. Really? That's kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, bye by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. So it's Sunday. The school festival is on Monday. And Sayori kills herself on Monday, right? because we can't see Sayori die. Because if Sayori dies, the game will break. And then we have to do everything all over again. So it's kind of like save Sayori, save the world sort of situation. So I have to keep constantly thinking by my mind when Sayori's accident happens. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Other than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it by myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere in the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Satsuma. Squiggle. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Not that messy. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she has for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you still need one to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. Squiggle. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Satsuma. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. See, the first time I did this, I tried to be more emotionally connected, but I'm kind of just trying to read through this at this point, because I've already read this. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Satsuma. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing this for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hehehe, squiggle. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Satsuma? I guess I have no other choice this time. The thing is, I have really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. No reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't understand at all, Satsuma. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Haha, squiggle. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Haha, squiggle. It's not a time to squiggle, Sayori. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Satsuma, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Satsuma. Sayori. I don't care if you feel this. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Satsuma. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Satsuma. Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Satsuma. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like it for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door and let her in. I like her shirt. It's cute. In a good way. Let's see what she's wearing. It's very her. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such a cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. You didn't have this reaction with Yuri. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. New background. Let's analyze it. I would hate to be the person to sit in this chair. It's awfully close to the fridge. Like, imagine if you're sitting here, right? And I don't know, mom is like, oh, I want some cold juice, and it's not on the table. You just like get your back of your head smacked by the fridge door. Or you have to get up out of the chair and open the fridge door because no one else can open it because you're sitting right here. Stove, oven. Toaster oven? Microwave? And this is a hideous color. Okay, anyways. Again, another good detailed background. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. I'm glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I am Satsuma, the amazing one. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? The counter's right there. Where's your hospitality, Satsuma? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It can be inconvenient. Sometimes. Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. But she's small in general. I'm just short. I'm definitely not small, but I'm short. It's inconvenient being short. It's fun I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a lot more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into your body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey. What's that to me? Oh, was that to me is what she said. It makes a lot more sense. Who else? And let's just get started already. You all sour when a girl calls you gross? I finally found your weakness, Satsuma. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bags so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour spilled, fluid in plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Visual novel problems. Still super clean. It's fine. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. It is a science, so I get that. Satsuma, where did you put the food coloring? That batter's going in the oven soon, so I need it to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. Self-explanatory. Food coloring. I make each tray a different color. That way, even if flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Yeah. It'll make it even better. You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not Baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? Oh, now I want a cupcake though. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. What kind of icing is it, I wonder? I just want some details. What flavor of cupcakes are we making? We were using an electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh, that is the worst, but I do that all the time. I don't like machines. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Wow, Satsuma, you suck. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Doesn't sound like it. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs a whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. What were we just doing? Like, lazily stirring it slowly, like, with 2 fingers holding the spoon? Going, this will be good enough. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? Natsuki? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. No, we just say dumb things. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. No, you shouldn't. That's just unsanitary. I guess we're already sticking our fingers in the icing. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What is with this game? And people just licking each other. Yuri licks your finger when you dumbly poke the knife, and then you lick her back. You also get paint on her face. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Satsuma, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. But people generally don't just leave random things in their ovens. So why would she check for a random tray in there? Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better when we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it a more literature thing by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? Nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, I wish you could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad is making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, we licked her. We learned that her dad is a bit of a jerk. A little bit, yeah. She doesn't seem to be able to eat food that often. So, we learned stuff, so yeah, we got closer. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you just said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Satsuma, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh, I'm sorry. I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay longer if I could. I feel the same as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki... Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. This is Sayori. Eh? Hi, Satsuma. Sayori. Sayori has that Monica timing where she just seems to pop up at the most inconvenient moments. Just now we weren't... Squiggle. It's okay, Satsuma. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. That's a exit stage left sort of moment. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Haha, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? I'm going to fast read this part because we've already done this part. What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Satsuma? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It used to be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. You can't. The game will end if you do. It's true, Satsuma. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Satsuma. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I may like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. And I did this to myself. Satsuma. I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said, I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. You'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But, please trust me. I know what's best. I know what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha ha ha. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I don't know, ask Yuri. I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is my punishment. Remember? For being so selfish, so please don't worry about those stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there was no happiness on that path. That's why I came here. So I could get the answer I need to hear. And one other thing. You're also right. That I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Satsuma. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. And then she screams. Clutching her head with both her hands, she screams loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can't comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this one to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori is answering her phone. I consider going to her house and wake her up, but I decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting me up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Fatima, here's our cue to stop. So, we'll end it here. Hopefully this works. I'll see you next episode. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.